Hey everyone, Nate with Nate Dog Training. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure you check out my book called How to Train a Rescue Dog. Could be called How to Train Any Dog. That's available on Amazon. I'm talking about Prozac for dogs, drugs for dogs, and how they don't work. They've never worked. It's always been a Band-Aid, and I'm kind of tired of hearing about it and thinking that that's the answer to fixing your dog's behavioral issues. It's not. How unnatural is it to give a drug to an animal? It's a human drug that we know when we take, it can help relax me, right? A dog doesn't know that. They have no ability to rationalize. So you giving them a drug, now you're messing with chemistry. You start suppressing things and start drugging them out and making them feel down until something happens, until the trigger happens, until the doorbell rings, until somebody walks by your house. Guess what? All that goes out the window, and your dog's barking and acting like they live in, war-torn countries. All over your neighbor walking by the house or UPS walking by. Understanding the brain is totally different. I'm a dog behavioralist. I understand their brain, and I do it through showing through my dogs. Drugs and muzzles are usually what most vet behavioralists give, and no offense, that doesn't work. It never worked, and it's just making people spend how much money a month on something that's probably destroying your dog's liver, and it's not working. It's not helping. Why are they afraid? Why are they insecure? Well, let's talk about it. I wrote a book about it. It's 3 reasons why your dogs are fearful, reactive, insecure, all of it. Whatever your dogs are going through, it's because you allow them to patrol your house, you allow them to shadow and Velcro you all over, and you allow them to control the leash. What you did is you allowed an animal with the brain of a 2-year-old child to have to worry about the world and act like, and you're thinking that they can make some choices that they can't. That's why your dogs are all anxious, obsessive, reactive, hyper. It's only because you're doing those 3 things. And maybe it's only 2 out of 3. If you button that up, it'll fix all of your problems. But pretty much every dog that I meet, and everybody that's watching this video can agree, your dogs all do those 3 things. Most of you. They do shadow or Velcro you. They definitely patrol and worry about outside noises. And they definitely pull and walk you on a leash. That's going to make them anxious, obsessive, reactive. Some dogs handle it better than others, but it would still be, let's say your dog handles it better than the other ones. That dog still isn't going to listen to you when it counts. It's still going to be stubborn. It's still going to have these things that, if that's the breed, you're still going to have your excuses of why they don't listen in certain situations when it really is an excuse. It's just walk your dogs, control your house, and stop letting them stress out about everyday life. And you're pretty much going to have a therapy dog without the cost. And that's what I do every day. That's what we do every day. All these dogs were somebody else's at some point. They shouldn't be here. But everybody wants to let dogs think they can figure it out or that there's something. They're not thought out people. They can't live in this world without you controlling everything. The minute you start letting them control is why I work, and it's why the shelters are full. It leads to behavioral issues, and obedience training will not fix behavioral issues. So you got to understand that too. That commands and obedience is not going to fix the brain. That's stuff that makes the body do things. It's almost just tricks. It doesn't work for any behavioral issues. So back to the Prozac, back to all these drugs. Again, the only way it's going to work is if you're going to knock your dog out. Why would we need a dog if I have to drug my dog out because he can't walk past another dog, or he can't handle a thunderstorm or fireworks or whatever it is, right? It's pretty sad that we shouldn't even allow somebody to have a dog if that's what we have to do to get through every day. So how you get through every day is you get them off those drugs and start being the parent, start giving them leadership, and start making them feel safe. That's going to happen when you make sure at home you're doing what you're supposed to do. That's why you need to get my book. You need to read and educate yourself on how you can better help your dogs through this stress. I talk to people all the time. My training program is very affordable, and what people are spending on these drugs every year would easily pay for my training and get you to off those drugs and get you a relationship with your dog that actually is based on trust, love, respect, communication. That's the biggest thing. You're not communicating with a dog if you have to put him on Prozac for him to listen to you, or not to be afraid of what? What can they be afraid of? There's nothing in this world I'd ever allow my dogs to be afraid of. They're only afraid because you keep conditioning that behavior by not understanding them. So please help your dogs rescue their mind. That's the big one. Rescue their mind by understanding your dogs and applying dog psychology, relationship-based training. My book is more valuable than any of those drugs would ever be. So make sure for $25 on Amazon, you're already on your way to being a better dog owner. hope that helps, and understand that if the drugs worked, we'd have a great world. We'd have no shelters, and we'd have every dog out there living the dream. It's only suppressant that lasts for a short time until the trigger happens, then it's over. The dog is right on from it. It's like you never gave them the drug. So be honest with yourselves. Is it really working? I know the answer to that. Take care, everybody.